Hello.
Hello.
Can you give me your whole name?
My whole name?
Yeah, sure.
Ruth M. McCarthy. You want my middle name?
That's fine. So this is basically a project about oral tradition and family stories' impact on identity. So basically, you just have to talk about stuff you know. So my first question would be, what's your most memorable childhood event?
Childhood event. I think maybe Christmas Eve. Always look forward to Christmas Eve. We had a big church service, and Mom always got us a new dress, and we'd have the school children would put on the program, and then we'd get a little bag of oranges and candy, and we'd go home and go to bed, and that's when Santa Claus would come, and then he'd put up the tree, and we never had it before, and that night he put up the tree, and we all, me and my sister and brother couldn't wait to get up in the morning. We wanted to get up and see what Santa Claus left.
So you said you never had it before.
No, we didn't put the Christmas trees were not put up ahead of time, and so poor Mom and Dad had to do all that after we got home from church, and then they put up the tree, and nothing was ever wrapped, but we knew what gift was ours underneath the tree.
And do you have any good stories from high school back in the day?
High school. Not really. I went to Unionville, which was Chuckery Darby, for a couple of years, and the classes were really small. And then my junior year, I came into Marysville, and of course that was a big school, and I never felt like I fit in, and I got a job. I left third period and worked at Butler's Restaurant as a waitress, and I bought my stuff to get me through high school. I mean, my pictures and stuff to graduate.
So where did you meet Grandpa?
Oh, well, when I worked at Butler's, Mr. Wolgamont and Mariah, they owned the drugstore. It was then Wolgamont's. And Mr. Wolgamont said, I'll offer you a job, and you won't have to work late on Friday nights, and you can do your homework while you're working, and I'll pay you 40 cents an hour. I was making 35 cents an hour. And so I was working for Mr. Waldemont, and one of their stock boys quit, and they needed another. So I said something to Miss Klepfer, who was a teacher at school. You know of any boy who would like to work at the drugstore as a stock boy? And she sent Bill in, and that's where I met Bill after graduation. We used to have square dancing down at the old armory on Saturday night. I loved the square dance, and my grandpa, one day when he came in, he said, are you going to go dancing tonight? And I said, yep. He said, can I take you? And I said, yep. And I thought, well, this is a one-night stand. That was back in 1949. And now we've been married 62 years.
So you thought it was going to be a one night stand?
I did. I thought he wouldn't want this old country girl.
No. So, since you got married, how did life change when you had kids? Did it change at all?
Oh, yeah. Well, we've just had a really wonderful married life. Yeah, we really have. And we've been so blessed with our 4 great kids and our great grandchildren and spouses and all. And you look around, some families don't have that. And we're all friendly and we all get along and we've just been, yeah, your life changes when you start having a family. But that's what we wanted. And we've gotten to travel, and we always took the children on a vacation every summer.
Any memories from those vacations with your kids?
Oh, yeah, well, our very first vacation, Bill came home. He had worked a year at the drugstore, and he said, you know, I'd like to take a vacation. And our son Bill was 6 months old. And I said, sure, where did you want to go? And he said, South Dakota, the Black Hills. And I said, okay. So that's what we did. I borrowed a car bed, and the kids didn't have all this fancy seats. This car bed hung over, and we went to South Dakota. That was our very first vacation.
Memorable one.
One of many.
All right, I think those are the only 4 questions I had. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I guess not. Of course, I was raised on a farm,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot different than being raised in town. And of course, we didn't have TV we have radio. But of an evening in the summer, I would go dig my worms and I'd go fishing. We had what's called Buck Run down behind our farm. And I'd go down there and fish. And you just had to make your own fun. When I was really young, I'd play with my dollies and stuff.
Was that during the Depression?
Yep. But I didn't know we went barefoot all summer, but everybody else was the same way.
So it didn't feel like a depression?
I didn't know that. No, you're a little kid. You weren't any different than any of the others. All your friends were the same way. And we had a big garden. And Mom canned all summer, and we did our own butchering, and but being on a farm, we had food. A lot of good memories. That's about it.
That's about it. Thank you, Grandma.
You're welcome.
Look at Grandpa now.